In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the podcast feed option. A podcast feed is a way to syndicate or make your media available to your audience. You can take your podcast feed and submit it to directories such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, to name a few, and then your audience can go to those directories and subscribe to your feed. Anytime you add new content through your Sermon Studio, it's automatically going to be added to your podcast feed, and that will give your audience automatic access to it. They won't need to go to your site or anywhere else. They'll just open their podcast software. In the background, it may have already automatically downloaded the latest, and off they go and enjoy your media. So here I am in a Sermon Studio, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the playlist page. A playlist is a way to group your individual episodes. So you may have a playlist for your Sunday morning worship and another playlist for a particular Bible study group. Most accounts only have one playlist, but you can create as many as you would like to group your content accordingly. In this drop-down menu, you'll be provided with a list of all of the playlists currently in your studio. I have a few here, but I'm just going to go with this top-level main playlist. As I scroll down now, you'll see the podcast link here on the left. I'm going to click on that. That's going to load in this playlist podcast information. This will control which playlist will show up in your media center if you're using that as an access point for your audience. And as I scroll down here, here are the actual feeds, again, specific to this particular playlist. You'll notice that the feeds are further broken down by media type. If you're using software or a directory such as Apple Podcasts, which supports both audio and video, you can submit this all directory, and this will have both audio and video in it if you are uploading and archiving audio and video through your Sermon Studio account. If you're using a podcast or a directory such as Google Podcasts or Spotify, which at this time I believe only support audio, you would grab just the audio only link. Even if you had video on your episodes as well, this audio only RSS feed extracts just the audio or includes just the audio to make that available through the directories. So then your audience can either subscribe to those directories to automatically access the content through your RSS or podcast feeds, or if you want to provide them direct access to the URL, they can manually subscribe to your podcast feed through the software or app of their choice. So I hope this information helps. Please let us know if you have any questions about podcasting or any other feature within your Sermon Studio. God bless you. Bye for now.